You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez, and welcome to the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show, a program that features members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. If you are a member of this organization, and there are 500 of you listening right now, reach out to me if you'd like to be on the program. The first few emails are generally ignored, not on purpose, but really because we get so many emails every day, so sometimes we can't get back to you right away. Please forgive us and bear with us because we do deal with a lot of different folks with different issues every day, and it's just the way an organization of this size has been growing, and we're thankful to you for that and for your membership, for your support, and everything else. So on today's show, we'll be talking to two top professionals of the greater Houston area. It's very coincidental, so I will explain in a moment. Just want to first introduce them. Our first guest is Martha Guerrero. Martha Guerrero is a real estate professional. She can sell or buy a home anywhere in the Houston area. Martha, thank you for being on the program.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Carlos. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Martha is completely surprised. I saw her downstairs. She's accompanying our guest today. And in support of our guest, and of course Martha, it was her driver and all, and she was downstairs, and Martha is also a member of our chamber. So I said, Martha, why don't you come on upstairs? And she did. She didn't know, and she didn't expect to be interviewed today. So we'll ask Martha a few of the easy questions today.
But thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you again, Martha, for being here.
Thank you. Glad to be here, Dr. Carlos.
Our featured guest today is Gloria Lastra with Gilcat Solutions, and that is IT and security. She'll explain more, but Gloria, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Dr. Carlos, for having me today in your show.
Okay. So just real quick, for both of you, we were talking about some things, and before we start asking you questions about yourself, Gloria, and about you, Martita, let's talk a little bit about the Chamber of Commerce, because this program is sponsored by, as you know, the ML agency, right? The ML Insurance Agency. And what they've done is they provide this time for us as a chamber for us to be able to feature you. And in return, of course, what we try to do always is work with one another and just be able to engage with chamber leadership. Because as you know, Sabrina Amel, who is one of the owners of the ML agency, is also our executive vice president, right? So whenever you have any kind of issues with membership or benefits or anything like that, you can also reach out to Sabrina. And I think you've already met her, you've already talked to her at some of our events.
Yes, Sabrina, we met her in the Latinas Without
Borders.
Without Borders.
Yes, ma'am. That's tonight, by the way. Thank you for bringing that up. So, yes, Sabrina Amel also is our chair of Latinas Without Borders. See, we get to do all kinds of different things in our chamber. And she is the one responsible for that group, and that's tonight. I am assuming that both of you are going, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we will be
It's on our
there.
calendar, the last Tuesday of the month.
It's very fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's last Tuesday of the month, and it's tonight. We're going to be meeting at Macaroni Grill, which is right near the mall, the Woodlands Mall. And there's about 50 people that are programmed to be there tonight. Basically, it's a meeting of women of our Chamber of Commerce. And something that's interesting about our chamber, we're about 70% women as an organization, you know? So most of the people that show up to our meetings are women. And as you've seen, not all those women are Hispanic.
Exactly.
You don't have to be Hispanic to be a member of this chamber, thank goodness. But you do get a large percentage of the ladies that show up are American or Anglo, I guess is the word, right?
Correct. And Gloria and I have attended one of those meetings, one of the Latina Without Borders meetings one evening. And it was a good place to network with other business women like ourselves. Good place to meet new women that you don't really get to talk to in the regular business meeting that we have on Tuesdays or during the week.
Yeah, and we have about 30 meetings per month. So we're very, very active. And there's a lot of different meetings. Like on Mondays, we have a meeting in my office, and it's just strategy and about people's businesses and goals. It's more of a coaching type meeting.
Every Monday?
Every Monday. Although next Monday is the last Monday. You didn't know? Okay, see, so Martha is one of the ones that didn't know.
I know now.
We've had that meeting since the chamber started,
Okay.
and it's free to our members. So they show up and talk about their goals and what they're trying to accomplish, and then everybody there, decides and sort of teams up to help them. That's the whole point of that meeting, right? So that's Mondays. In general, we have, like we said, on Tuesdays, the first Tuesday is our lunch meeting in the Woodlands. So that's next week. Right? But this week, let me focus on this week real quick. Today, Latinos Without Borders. Thursday, we have radio in Spanish, so we're going to try to get Gloria out there. Maybe you speak Spanish,
Yes,
right?
I do.
How good? Are you pretty good?
Pretty good.
Okay, I know you
Sí lo hablo.
Oh.
Bien.
So, so Martha also speaks Spanish. So you're a bilingual realtor.
Sí.
Okay. So Martha will also be on the radio program. And basically, it's the same thing we do here, the format, but in the Spanish radio, what we do is we answer emails. So we have an audience of people that write to us, write to me, about different issues they have in business,
Okay.
and then we discuss those issues on the air and provide answers to those issues.
I like that concept.
I like it too.
And we're trying to do that in English, except most of our English speakers, they already know everything, so they're really good. They sometimes text me questions. They haven't done that yet, but I think that there are some of our members that are listening right now, maybe Celeste and others, who can text us some questions. The number is 469-879-7398. Text the question, and we'll be able to answer that for you on the air. So with Gilcat, you provide the type of services that you provide are two big categories, right?
Yeah.
So it's IT and security.
Yes, usually you see businesses concentrated only in security or IT.
Right.
It's very rare that you see a company that has both. So we are bridging the gap between security and IT because they go together.
Okay. So, and we'll talk a lot more about that as well. Also, for Martha, we'll be asking her some questions about, hard questions about real estate and all those things, right?
All right, all
Okay.
right.
So let me finish telling you a few more things about next week. So this week I'll finish this week rather. Friday morning, this is something, I don't know if you guys know about this. Friday morning, we have a breakfast in the Woodlands. Yes?
Yes.
Did you know about it?
Yes.
An egg, another broken egg? No, it's not another broken egg. The Egg and I. It's on Research Forest in the Woodlands, 7:30 this Friday.
And this is in English?
It's all in English. The only meeting that's in Spanish is only once a month, and that's the third Friday of the month. We have a meeting in Spanish,
Yes.
plus the radio in Spanish. But we don't do a lot of more than that because I don't think the market will sustain it. It's very weird how the Spanish market is different than the English market. Not weird, it's just it's very characteristic that people who speak Spanish don't have the same sort of, consistency, at least that we've seen, that the English speakers do.
I wonder why that is.
Cultural.
Okay.
There's a lot of culture that has to do with it because where we're from, we don't have associations like this. Chambers of commerce exist, but they're rare, like in Mexico, where I'm from.
Okay.
To be in a chamber of commerce in Mexico, you have to own a business and have a little bit of money to do a chamber of commerce. And here, you have to have a little bit of money and time. There's just a little bit of a
Right,
difference,
right.
And so people that come from other countries or that weren't born here don't have the same, like Americans. They have a real high value for Chamber of Commerce. They know what it is, and they value networking very different than Spanish speakers do. I don't know if you've seen any of that. Have you seen something like that out there at large, Gloria, or no?
They're very active. Americans are very active on networking. I think networking was one of the things they utilize more.
Right.
And they leverage.
Right, and that's a big deal.
Yes.
For Americans, networking is a huge deal. For Spanish speakers or for Hispanics, it tends to be word of mouth, family sort of connection. It's a very different form, So we'll go back into our families and network with our families, and that's how we'll spread the word. Americans will network with their friends and with their
Yes.
colleagues, and it's just very
True.
different,
Yes.
So it's hard for us to penetrate with everyone that way. So we get 50 people in one meeting and then 20 in another meeting.
Well, but I'm thankful about that we have you in the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce because you are always teaching all the community how to leverage in different channels and leverage the networking that we do. So I appreciate the labor that you do helping the small business, especially business owners that were not born in here.
Sure. As long as they're open, that's the thing too. Sometimes because it's easy to offend people. And I've not gone without offending a few. I think that's just it's part of leadership. Sometimes when you're saying something, you have a certain message. Sometimes even if you sugarcoat your message, it doesn't matter. People still find ways to be offended. It's normal. I mean, that's what I've found. I know that.
Well, some people have different perception. In my personal experience, I did like your tough love, if you can call it like that, because you were directly to the point, and when you're a business owner, you don't have time for going around in circles, do this, do that. So I do appreciate you being straightforward and telling us what is right, what is wrong, what should we do and what we should not.
Right. Well, and that's, I have no other way. I've tried other ways, but then I got in trouble. So, when we first started the chamber, I was telling you guys earlier too, we got sued a couple times and we got in trouble with the different types of people just because we were there. No other reason. We showed up and folks didn't like us to be there, and so we got,
You
in
scared
trouble.
them off. You're their competition.
Well, but now we're 500 members strong. So even with or without that, it didn't matter, because we're going to be there no matter what. So even if other chambers and other people say that we shouldn't, well, with this many people already behind us, it's hard for us to say that's not true. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Exactly.
we're here with Gloria
Lastra.
with GilCat. That's IT and security solutions.
Yes.
And of course with the magnificent Martha Guerrero. She's a real estate professional in the greater Houston area. When we come back, we're going to learn more about your businesses, more about what you guys do every day and how we can help you. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. Core Love is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org, that's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris. And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
The Hispanic Chamber Connection is sponsored by the Yamel Insurance Agency, located at 719 Sawdust Road, Suite 103, The Woodlands, Texas. The Yamel Agency is a family-owned insurance agency that provides home, life, automobile, and umbrella insurance coverage. Since 2006, the Yamel Agency has been a bilingual insurance service for businesses and private citizens in the Montgomery County area. For more information on the Yamel Insurance Agency, please visit the Hispanic Chamber Connection at www.irlonestar.com/HCC. The Yamel Insurance Agency is available by telephone at 832-525-5656 or online www.yamelagency.com. The Yamel Insurance Agency is a sponsor of this program, and the Hispanic Chamber Connection thanks you.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
We're back. We are back. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show, sponsored by the ML Agency, but also that features members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. 500 strong, guys, and you don't have to be Hispanic to join. We are all over town. Our bigger offices or presence areas are the Galleria, Katy, and of course the Woodlands Conroe, where we started. In the Woodlands Conroe area, we have about 300 members, and then the rest, another 200, are spread out through Katy, Cypress, Tomball, downtown Galleria, all that other part. So we're all over the place and growing. So that's a big deal. If you're a member and you're listening and you'd like to take advantage of all the benefits we offer, including things like, ribbon cutting or social media presence, or even this, a radio interview, you've got to reach out. You've got to have initiative. You've got to be the one that starts this because, guys, trust me, I love every one of our members. I'm the president of this organization. I love you. But I'm not going to chase you to give you something that you bought just because I can't. I wish I could, but it's one of those things that, growing up as a young boy, we had 13 people at the dinner table every night. And here's what happens. When you're in a large family like that, they'll give you your share of food, and if you don't eat it, somebody else will. It was very simple. So I followed that principle's followed me throughout my life. If somebody doesn't take what's theirs, then somebody else will take it. And something that's odd, or not odd, but very characteristic of our culture as a group of people is that Americans never stop taking what's theirs and then some. They you know what I mean? It's like they show up. And when they show up to do business. And they understand this whole thing. And not that we don't understand this as a people or as Hispanic folks, but as Hispanic folks, we do tend to say, well, I'm really not hungry. You take it first. If you want business, go ahead. What's your opinion about that, Gloria? Come on.
No, you're right. We have to be ready to network and be ready to talk to people and market your business and let them know what you do.
Did I just call her Gloria?
You did.
This Gloria's over here. All right, well, you tell us your opinion, Glorita. Come on.
Well, I think the concept of networking is being longer in the American community, and Hispanics are used to kind of build relationships in a different way.
Right. For us, it's carne asada on weekends. It's party. It's different. It's more intimate. It's different. The thing is, and there's nothing wrong with either one, but what I tell people all the time is that you've got to do what's going to work for you, the harder, the stronger, the fastest, and everything else. And the hardest part of all of this is really getting up in front of a group and saying who you are and what you do, not being ashamed of yourself, and having the confidence to put your business where everybody's ear is, as Americans do. So I found that to be one of the issues. So we teach people how to present, how to introduce themselves. We teach them how to put together commercials and stuff like that. And I want people to take advantage of that. So tell us about you, Martita. What were you saying earlier about your commercial?
Well, let me go back a little bit. I wanted to touch on something you said. So I think that it's true about, what you said about the networking, because in America, people want to get to know you first.
Right.
They want to build that relationship. Mm-hmm. They need to like you and then trust you before they'll give you the business.
Right.
So if you can't present that and show them all that, then you may not get their business. So so networking is a good way to be able to do that.
So something important, just so you understand, so all of us understand, especially our listeners, please understand this, guys. If you want people to like you, you've got to give them business. You've got to get interested in them. It's got to be about them, not about you. When you show up to meetings and make it all about you, nobody likes you because nobody cares. They care about themselves. And that's a shift. That's tough.
It is.
Because remember, and this is where I get my reputation, I think, sometimes, because I will say at meetings, guys, make this meeting about other people, don't make it about you. And when people still insist on getting up and talking about themselves, I tell them to stop. Not anymore because I've stopped ever since I got threatened. But go ahead, Gloria.
I love a saying I learned here in America is nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care.
Right. So, and we had a meeting about this yesterday at my office. We had 15 people there during our strategy meeting, and I told them the same thing. A lot of people just talk too much, and they talk because they think they're interesting, and I told them, you're not interesting. Unless people want to buy a home, they really don't want to hear your whole speech. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No,
but when they do want to buy a home, what do you tell them is the first thing they have to do, fix in their home in order to get it ready to be sold?
Okay, if they want to sell their home,
Yes.
first they got to clean it up.
Clean it
Clean
up.
it up. So one thing I always tell my clients is you live in your home differently when you are you organize your home differently when you're living in it
Yes.
on an every day-to-day basis. and you set it up differently when you're going to market the home. So you got to clean off those counters.
You can't even make food.
No, you got to keep everything clean, nothing in the sink. Got to make your bed every morning before you leave for
Wow.
work. And you got to get rid of the excess. So, keep this in mind. Less is more when it comes to selling your home.
Wow. So it can't even look lived in. It's not supposed to look lived in.
Not supposed to look lived in. It needs to look like a model home. It needs to look clean and organized to impress those buyers that come in the house.
This is Martha Guerrero. She's a real estate professional. She's also a broker. Martha, if somebody wants to get a hold of you real quick, what number would they call?
713-240-3078. That's my personal cell.
All right. So let's send it over real quick over here to Gloria. And Gloria, is it Gilcat?
Yes, it's
Okay.
Gilcat Solutions.
And tell us a little bit about Gilcat Solutions, if you don't mind, what Gilcat Solutions does and et cetera, please.
We help business owners go from manual to digital or to unprotected to be protected. We also care about your profitability, and we help you minimize your property loss with technology.
Okay, so how do you incorporate the security system with all that?
Well, security is it's a way for business owners, especially those that are in retail, to minimize their loss, especially in the winter. 46% of all the losses in shoplifting are done in the winter. So if you want to improve your profitability, you need to implement some solutions that will divert the shoplifting.
How can somebody get a hold of you, Gloria?
855-653-5444 or visit us at gilcats.com.
Very good. Okay, so let's start over again. Gilcat Solutions is about IT and security.
Yes.
Separate, but together.
Yes, usually networks are the ones that kind of mesh everything together.
Okay.
The cables, people don't care about cabling and stuff like that, but the networks and the technology that we implement allow business owners to be more secure in their
So
operations.
what kind of business owners? I mean, what kind of people are we talking here?
Anybody, Gilcats can help retail, especially
Okay, go with brick
people-
and mortar.
Yes, especially people that have a point of sale.
Okay.
Does need to have something, be in compliance, the PCI compliance, and they need to have cameras to record their transactions.
Cameras also outside of the registers?
Yes, the POS surveillance solutions that we offer record all your transactions and offer you analytics and let you know not just if a transaction has been void or a fraudulent transaction, but it also tells you what cashier does better than others.
Okay, so and who do you work best with? I mean, what size companies right now are you, like, what do you do your best work?
Our best work is people that are starting a business,
Okay.
because we can craft an entire solution, and we combine information technology and with security. Usually you see kind of separate worlds. You see only cameras from one system, and then they have multiple systems. What we do is we integrate and we facilitate people not to have too much maintenance, and also we're user friendly. We care about the ease on using the technology. It should not be a burden.
All right, so you're talking about that's one of the implementation. Coffee shops, for example, are they good prospects for you? They're good customers for you?
Coffee shops, I say more like fast food restaurants. They
Okay.
have different cashiers, like all lined up. Also,
Buc-ee's?
yes.
No, never mind. Okay.
Or even cafe internets or clothing stores. There are big stores where people can, you need to control also the people that comes and go.
So are you in those big stores right now?
Yes,
Okay,
we
so
do.
give us an example of clients that you're working with now.
Well, just to let you know, the technology that we offer, the surveillance system, it's in Disney World and Universal Studios, and that doesn't mean it's expensive. It means that they need a lot of cameras.
Is there anybody in town local that maybe people would recognize that you guys are working with?
Yes, we got Popeyes, and we're working also with, we work also with a lot of petrochemical companies.
Okay.
So we have to learn about safety, and we got to have our twig
But
cards.
Okay, but that's for security. The cameras and things like that,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes, and access control. We also implement electrical strikes in your doors, and we integrate that with your surveillance system. That way you can monitor who's coming and who's gone
Okay, very
in your
good. All right.
building.
So enough about all that stuff, because that's a ton of stuff, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, that's good information to
Okay,
know, though.
Martha's blowing up, so it's good information. So here's the thing. All right, so now we want to know about you. Tell us a little bit about your background and what got you into this whole GILCAT thing, and why do you call it GILCAT with the cat? Start there, please. Why do you call it the way you call it, and then tell us about your background, if you don't
Well,
mind.
we're a family home business, and our GILCAT is our initials, my initials, and my husband, he's also an engineer, and I was raised in Colombia. I'm from Venezuela, but I was raised in Colombia, and as you probably all know, there's a lot of crime and insecurity in our South American countries. So I'm very safe-minded person. I have always been safe-minded, and I think that I finished my bachelor's degree in Bogota. I'm a computer engineer, and I was also an auditor, with trying to minimize risk in business as an auditor.
Okay.
But I came to United States and became information technology specialist, and now I'm licensed with the Department of Public Safety for private security and electronic access control.
Okay, so and how large is your company? How many employees do you have? So what's your scope? I mean, can you guys go all over the country? Or?
No, we're only licensed in Texas. Something special that we do in our company, we really try to promote technology as much as that. One of our biggest goal is to implement the IoT bus stops, because we want
What is an IoT bus stop? Do you know what that is?
She
Martha
told
doesn't
me.
know.
She told me. I do.
Yes.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I have a patent pending on building an IoT bus stop.
What's IoT mean?
Well, it means that I want to have cameras and access control in all the bus stations, so we can authenticate and identify all the people that use the bus, with the reason of giving a sense of security to, for example, a mom that wants to track their kid taking the bus. So it will map the person. You will be my final goal is for you to have download your app,
Right.
and if your kid is taking the bus, you will know where the kid is and where if he finally enters his destination.
Ended up at his destination, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're here with Gloria Lastra. She is owner of GILCAT Solutions. They are a safety and a security and IT company that's local. The reason we want to identify you is because the people listening not only listen to us on the radio, but they also see us on public access television, which is one of the reasons that camera is there. And also this is going to go on YouTube, and it becomes a podcast, and it just becomes a real big thing. So give us your website. Where can somebody get a hold of you online?
www.gilcats.com.
Okay.
You can also find us in Facebook, just at GILCAT Solutions or Ask GILCATs.
Are you on Facebook Live now? Is that Facebook Live or is that just video?
I need to set it up, but yes, I will think I'm going to set it up in a minute.
Okay, because Andrea Echeverri, that's her last name, right?
Yes.
Where's Andrea from?
She's from Colombia. She's my AV producer.
Okay.
And right now she's filming and trying to get us up to the speed.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's good that you've come up. Okay, so this is Gloria Lastra, owner of GILCAT Solutions, and they do security and safety and IT.
Yes.
And they're a local-owned business. They're also members of the Greater Houston. They're members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We also have our surprise guest right here. Her name is Marta Guerrero. Marta Guerrero, tell us your opinion. You've been very quiet. Give us, actually, you know what? When we come back from break, you can give us your opinion, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, so this is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
My opinion.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question, comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station on irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a nonprofit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
The Hispanic Chamber Connection is sponsored by the Yamel Insurance Agency, located at 719 Sawdust Road, Suite 103, The Woodlands, Texas. The Yamel Agency is a family-owned insurance agency that provides home, life, automobile, and umbrella insurance coverage. Since 2006, the Yamel Agency has been a bilingual insurance service for businesses and private citizens in the Montgomery County area. For more information on the Yamel Insurance Agency, please visit the Hispanic Chamber Connection at www.irlonestar.com/HCC. The Yamel Insurance Agency is available by telephone at 832-525-5656 or online, www.yamelagency.com. The Yamel Insurance Agency is a sponsor of this program, and the Hispanic Chamber Connection thanks you.
Hey, Montgomery County and online listeners. Thank you so very much for checking out Jazzy Vibes with Soul. What? You haven't done so yet? Well, you've got to tune in. Hi, I am the host of Jazzy Vibes with Soul, Miss CeCe Holmes, and I invite you to check us out every Friday and Saturday from 7 until 9 p.m., where you will get the best in old school R&B and, of course, a little smooth jazz to make it jazzy. So tune in. That's right, tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM or worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
We're back. We are back. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show, a show that features members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And to make it, you've got to be involved. Those are the words of the day. Guys, there's some folks, we have like 45, almost 50 realtors in our Chamber of Commerce. I call them out at virtually every meeting because at almost every meeting, we have some consistency with some of our members. Gloria is one of those folks that shows up. But guys, you know, you have to understand, if you don't come to meetings and you expect people to trust you and like you, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We have to show up every week.
And do you show up you do show up almost every week?
Almost every week.
I've seen you there. We take roll. We say, okay, who's here and who isn't? And Gloria either shows up to our Spanish-only meeting.
No, I show for both.
That's Gloria. Martha. I have a sister named Gloria and a sister named Martha. And you guys look like
Oh, how funny. How funny is that?
All right, let's start over again.
Okay.
Martha shows up because there's 45 realtors, but Gloria because there's only one person that does what you do.
Yes.
How often have you been able to show up recently?
Yes, maybe like 4 times. I've been. I love being running around different meetings.
You go to all,
Katy,
yeah.
Woodlands. Yes.
You haven't gone to Galleria yet.
No, I have not, but I'm looking forward.
So hopefully soon.
Yes.
Now let's turn over to a realtor.
Okay.
Because there are 45 realtors in our chamber. This is Martha Guerrero. She's a real estate professional.
Hi, Dr. Carlos.
Martita, hello. Tell us about showing up and about how you feel about that whole deal. You guys were talking about making sure, you know, you've got to show up, then you've got to be nice to people, which I have a problem with sometimes, but that's okay. You know,
not just be nice to people. No,
They have to like you.
You have to get to know them and build a relationship so they can like you.
Right. Why is it so important for them to like you?
Because if they don't like you, they're not going to trust you. If they don't trust you, they're not going to give you their business.
Right. So it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Relationships are very important in business.
There's this one guy, he may or may not be listening, but if he is, this is a lesson to him. He came up to me at one meeting a while back, and he shook my hand, and he said, I need you to give me your money. And I go, okay, who are you? And he goes, well, you know, I do this business. I am a financial services guy. which we have a lot of those guys out there a little bit right now. And I said, well, I'm not going to give you anything. What are you talking about? He goes, well, you just need to trust me. And I go, I don't trust you. He goes, well, why not?
I don't even know you.
I said, because
right?
I don't like you. No, it wasn't even know you. It was, I don't know who you are. And, you're talking to me this way. And so he was not offended, but he didn't talk to me ever again that evening. But it's a big lesson to understand. If the more there is to risk in the interaction, like if I have a lot to lose, like my money, I better like you and I better trust you. So for people listening, Martha Guerrero, realtor, what would you say is a good first step to start that process of people liking you?
Well, you have to get to know them too. You have to ask them questions, ask them about them, and get to know them and understand their needs.
Okay, so talk to them a little bit, right, Gloria?
Absolutely. Yes, and it's the same in IT and in security especially. You have to show people that you have the knowledge and that you are there to help them improve their bottom line.
Well, big idea is that you have to be able to show them that you actually care about them,
Well, yeah, like she said earlier, you have to show them how much you care.
Yes.
Yes. So it's just like this. If I'm upset because somebody did me wrong and I go to the directory or somewhere to find a lawyer, I will look for the angriest one, because I really want him to go after the people that are coming after me. So when you're doing your business, people have to empathize with you first. They have to know that you care about them.
Yes.
So what kind of things do you guys do at Gilcat to reach out to your customers?
For example, we go to the networking meetings. We also try to reach out to new business owners or startup companies where we can help them or guide them in deciding, making more accurate decisions so they can run business operations that are safety and that are profitable.
Okay, so give us an example. And again, let's say, for instance, I have a shoe store. Right? So it's a retail sort of a brick and mortar.
Yes.
How do you guys help that store make more money? How do you help them with the bottom line?
There's many ways, and people think that they need a lot of technology and simple things. I can even help them with a phone call. So if you all want to call me and ask me a question about how to improve their security and business operations in their business, for example, identifying the layout of your store, identifying what are those items that get stolen more easy, controlling the people that goes to the changing the rooms. If you have a store that you sell clothing, some people put control on the people that goes to the dressing. This time of the year is very frustrating for business owners because approximately $17 billion we lose with shoplifting. And 46% of all those losses are in winter.
Okay, so the shoe store. You'll identify what kind of shoes are the most stolen ones?
Yes.
You'll put control measures on those?
Yes. For example, if you identify that a client it takes too long to pay for what they purchase, there's something wrong in that store, in the layout of the stores. There's even moving the point of sales of the cashiers close to the door and controlling the doors, that can also help minimize the risk of shoplifting. You can only divert.
Okay.
Putting cameras can also, and putting signs that says, smile, you're in camera, or signs that says every shoplifting will be prosecuted.
Right.
It scares people in your store, so I recommend you to do it. In this time of the year is the critical time.
Okay. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, what number would they call?
855-653-5444.
Wow, that was long. Try it one more time.
It's a toll-free number, 855-653-5444.
I think you're still over one number.
What, 444?
That's a lot of fours. Hold on.
Or visit us at guildcats.com. You can also find me in Facebook and in Twitter. We're in Instagram too. So
that was good. Okay, so with Gilcat then, if I have a retail store and I'm not protected, I have no security system to prevent theft, then you guys, especially at this time of year, because statistics show that shoplifting goes up this time of year, right now is a critical time to get you guys in here to look at my store, to look at the layout, to help me figure out a way to help prevent theft. There's a saying in retail that all employees will steal from you. It just depends on how much, and all that depends on you.
yes, it's a very interesting topic that you mentioned, because all around the world, shoplifting is the #1 cause of loss and failure in businesses. But here in the United States, it's employee theft.
Sure.
So it's higher employee theft than shoplifting. So there is also ways to minimize that. And one thing is, as soon as you put a camera in your shop, employees will start working more. So that's
Well, when they know they're being watched, it's very
Yes.
different than not, and a bigger thing too is who monitors the cameras though? Who's in charge of that? Is it the person?
that's the beauty of our systems. We and this is why IT comes in place with security, because we program all the alerts and we automatically send you notifications to your phone or email, and that they will tell you and alert you somebody is in a room that it shouldn't be there.
Right. So that means that I have to be tied to my phone, basically, if I want to oversee what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that monitors it. Then.
Who's not tied to a phone these days?
Okay. Well, I know, but it's still, it's important to just understand that if I have security systems in my place of business, I have to give that to a manager, because if I'm the owner and I can't be tied to my phone, I have all kinds of other, right now I can't be tied. What if somebody's stealing from my store right now and we're at the radio? So somebody will take it. There's an employee that can take charge of that, I guess.
Yes, there's always, we still need humans, thank God, right?
Yeah.
But the systems right now are programmed in a way where a lot of automation can be incorporated and integrated in your surveillance system. So yes, we will help you not just install the security system, but to program in a way that is not a burden for you.
Right, okay, all right, so everything, like even grocery stores and all of that, right, where people steal everything all the time.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so that's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you're listening and you have a brick and mortar, if you have any kind of business where people can take, they will take. It's just how it is. It's impossible for you to work in a chocolate store and not eat at least 1 or 2 chocolates, And if you're dealing with things like clothing or expensive items, I love employees and everything else, but I got to tell you something. They do take stuff. It's just how it is. And if they don't take that, if you're a bar, for instance, they'll take. They'll just keep it at that. But if they're being watched, if they know they're under surveillance, if they know something's going on, then they'll be more reluctant to, especially if you take action once, if that happens. So let's turn it over a little bit to Marta and see what Marta has to say about all this.
Okay.
Because you've been listening very patiently.
I have.
What's on your mind, Martita?
And
Go ahead.
I'm actually a customer of Gloria. She also does this for personal residences. So I was able to get her to come and put in a surveillance system at my house. So I know when someone's at my front door, or if someone were to enter my house. And she also has that
the fingerprint. Door
Talk
lock.
about that, Gloria.
I
have that on my door.
Okay, so what are you talking about? It's a feature of...
The fingerprint door lock is it's an access control technology. It's very easy. You put it on your front door. You can install it on your own if you want. But basically, it is to resolve the problem of the lost keys. So you don't need a key anymore to enter your home. Or for example, if you have people rotating, somebody that's going to clean your house, or somebody that is going to do some maintenance in your air conditioning, you don't want to give them a key or a code. Usually people has a key code, but our technology, you can have fingerprint. So it is a very simple technology. It's just with one simple upgrade in your door, you can increase the safety in your household. I really recommend you to take a look at it.
So mine has a key access, combination access, or my fingerprint access. So I love it. I can go outside or go wherever without a purse or without a key.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
pretty cool.
exciting for those of you that lose your
Yeah.
keys a lot, Well, and the convenience,
Some of us
right?
do. Some kids especially will lose the key. Anyway.
Yes. Basically, it is surprising, but moms or people that have kids, they lose a lot of keys, and they don't realize the impact that has in your house, in your security. And so I looked for this product because I have 4 kids, and I terrorized just the thought to give my kids some keys. So.
Oh, very good. Okay, so if you want more information about the key system using your thumbprint, your fingerprint.
Fingerprint, yes.
You don't talk to Gloria. With Gloria, you'll get a testimonial.
With Marta.
I'm sorry, with Marta. What, Gloria again? Wow.
It's okay. You can call me Gloria. I'm
Let's
not
go
offended.
with Gloria. You talk to Gloria. Gloria, tell them one more time how to get a hold of you, please.
Visit me at gilcuts.com, or you can call me toll free at 855-653-5444.
Very good. See, that was good. Okay, so homes these days, do you
Yes,
find
sir.
that they have more sophisticated security systems?
You know, a lot of them don't. Many of them don't. They sure need them, though. But if you're wanting to sell your home, I can help you. My services provide home enhancement services for those who need it. There's some homes that,
Tell us what that means, home enhancement.
well, you know, we have someone that comes in, we have a professional stager that comes in and helps you to get rid of the overflow of stuff.
And the smell. Come on, guys.
And that make it smell nice, so that your house can be ready for the market for those professional photos that my professional photographer will come in and shoot.
We're talking to Gloria Lastra with Gilcat Solutions and with Marta Guerrero. Marta's a real estate professional who, by the way, has taken over this whole conversation. When we come back, we're going to learn more about both of their businesses and have some announcements for you. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having transportation or childcare? What about the children sleeping in cars with nothing to eat? Families shouldn't have to struggle to survive, and children should not be homeless. Family Promise of Montgomery County serves the needs of homeless families and their children. Learn about ways you can help and learn about partnership opportunities at www.familypromiseofmc.org or call our day center at 936-441-8778.
The Hispanic Chamber Connection is sponsored by the Yamel Insurance Agency, located at 719 Sawdust Road, Suite 103, The Woodlands, Texas. The Yamel Agency is a family-owned insurance agency that provides home, life, automobile, and umbrella insurance coverage. Since 2006, the Yamel Agency has been a bilingual insurance service for businesses and private citizens in the Montgomery County area. For more information on the Yamel Insurance Agency, please visit the Hispanic Chamber Connection at www.irlonestar.com/HCC. The Yamel Insurance Agency is available by telephone at 832-525-5656 or online www.yamelagency.com. The Yamel Insurance Agency is a sponsor of this program, and the Hispanic Chamber Connection thanks you.
We're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show. We are sponsored by the Yamel Insurance Agency, and we are featuring members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I do believe that we are one of the only chambers of commerce among about 45 in the greater Houston area that has a program like this. Other chambers of commerce, ask them if they'll put you on the air for an hour and what that takes. And guys, I have to tell you, that doesn't really exist out there. It's one of the big benefits we have in our Chamber of Commerce, and we're very proud of it. Today we're with two members. Oddly, one of them showed up in support of the other, and she got involved, and now she's here, and she's been interviewing as though she's like some sort of superstar interviewee. This is Marta Guerrero. Marta is a real estate professional in the greater Houston area, and we're interviewing Gloria Lastra. Gloria Lastra is the owner of Gilcat Solutions. They are a IT and security company, and so we've had a very interesting interview of both perspectives. So we're going to start right now by asking Marta a quick question about what she's doing, and so she can explain. And so we asked you the question off the air a little bit. Martita, why don't you go ahead and tell us the response to the question about the things that you wanted to make sure that people hear about you.
No, I wanted to also let people know that, I'm a native Houstonian, so I know the area pretty well. Lots of realtors, you probably will know that they've come in from other states, right? So they may not be very familiar with the city. I was born and raised here, and Spanish was my first language, so I do speak Spanish. I've had a lot of Hispanic clients that I've been able to help them with their purchases and sales. But I also wanted to let folks know, and not many people may know this, not every real estate agent is a realtor. And the difference is this. Anyone can go and take the classes to become a licensed agent and sign up and get their license with the Texas Real Estate Commission and be a real estate agent. But not every real estate agent is a realtor. And the realtors are those who have participated with membership through the National Association of Realtors, who are also held up to a higher standard of code of ethics.
How to get a hold of you?
So you can reach me by calling me on my cell, 713-240-3078, or on my website, martaguerrero.realtor.
Thank you, Marta Guerrero.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're also talking to Gloria Lastras with Gilcat Solutions. Gloria, there was something else that you had on your mind about licenses and people installing security in homes. Please tell us really quick what that is.
Yes, many people don't know that in Texas you're protected by the law every time you are engaging in any security system. So if you are thinking on acquiring a home security system, please, the recommendation I give you is to always ask for their Department of Public Safety license or pocket license. It looks very much like a driver's license, but make sure it says the Department of Public Safety. No one can offer you or sell you any security system without a license. So you are protected in the state of Texas, and Gilcat Solutions, you can contact us at toll-free number 855-653-5444 or visit us at gilcats.com.
So you heard it there from Gloria Lastras. She's owner and proprietor of Gilcat Solutions. Also, we heard from Marta Guerrero. Marta Guerrero is a professional real estate person. Well, actually, you're a realtor, right? Which is different than a real estate person.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, that's something new. So thank you very much for teaching that.
Thank you, Marta.
We also want to thank, of course, your producer, your video producer over here. That is right there, Andrea Echeverri. Is that how you say it? Echeverri? Echeverri, sorry. The whole accent thing. I'm Dr. Carlos Sanchez. This is the Hispanic Chamber Connection radio show. Thank you very much for listening to us, guys. We're going to see you again next week, but first, I'm hoping we're going to see you tonight at Latinos Without Borders. If not that, Friday morning, we have breakfast here in the Woodlands, so we hope to see you. And again, thank you for listening. Ladies, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Carlos. Thank you,
and we'll see you guys again next week. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez saying goodbye. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.